Hello, Counsake here, back with another live stream, and forgive me if you hear a lot of voices. That's because you're gonna hear a lot of voices. Okay, so if anything, well, it's kind of Halloween where I live. A lot of people are trick or treating, kind of, but you know me, I'm not gonna do that because I'm lame. Okay, anyway. What is it that I'm going to be doing? Hold on a second. I'm gonna just copy paste the link. Never mind, that's not exactly what I wanted to do. Just give me a second. I'm doing some things. Hopefully the stream is public this time. Yes, it is. Okay, I am doing great. And please do not, okay. All right, so with this, I believe we should start to work on some things. One of the things I forgot to do in the graph editor script from last time is that, well, I mean, we'll see it when you see it. Okay, so I think I'll stick with this size. And a lot of people are trick-or-treated, and then I'm just sitting here. Okay, anyway. So once we create a vertex or an edge, we forgot to pretty much add it to the dictionary, which is very important if you. And we need to check for duplicate names. Yeah, we have to do that. Otherwise, there's going to be quite a bit of some problems with this. Because yeah, if we have a vertex that has a name with a new string, so this one will be this one checks for duplicate names. There we go. That's what. Fix it. Actually, makes a new string if there is a duplicate name. Okay. So in a duplicate names. So here we kind of need to pass in a list or a dictionary of some sort, a dictionary. Okay, I'm not sure if I can actually do this. A string. Wow. Okay. This makes things a little weird. Because we have we have this dictionary and we have this dictionary. So there's quite a bit of a thing that we have to do. We could pass in a string array, but that would be honestly way too much. Because I don't want to make two functions for this. I want to have one single function that I could use for both the create vertex and the create edge. Because a lot of the code would actually end up being very, very similar to each other. The only difference being the which dictionaries, the check names, and then we pass in the well, I think this one might as well be the list saved names, and this one is another string called the check name. So the basic idea is we go through all the strings in saved names, and if check name is one of the strings in saved names, we modify it. And yeah. So this is basically the idea of it. So go through all the strings. If check name in save names, modify it. We modify it. Else return check. Or maybe it could be like this. If, or we have to do for each string called, what are we going to call it? The name in saved names. If I'm trying to remember how I did this because it was very hard to come up with this sort of function. I think I need to do I think this one needs to be a while loop. Okay, so here we have we have a boolean. It would be called it would be called unique name equal, well, by default set to false. If unique name is equal to false, we'll do this. And the only time it will be set to false and then, okay, so okay, we'll go here, and then it will set this to true. However, if the name is equal to check name, unique name is set equal to false, then we have to fix name. So in a sense, I'm not sure if this is how I'm going to do it, but in a sense, we kind of need to do it. It's more of a dummy variable in a sense. And hopefully, okay, yeah, might be hearing you might hear some people now. Hold on a second. Oh, hey, people are here. Okay, well, here we want to, this one is checks if check name is one of the strings in is a duplicate, okay, whatever, is one of the strings in save names, unique name will be same. Yeah, whatever. Maybe not check name. We have this one will be a string called the new name. By default, we'll set this equal to check name and return new name at the end of it all. So to fix the name, this is going to be quite a bit of something, if you ask me. Okay. Forgive me if you hear voices. Just doing, yeah, people. Anyway, so in order to fix the name, what we need to do is what I do is this. I'll have an integer called called dupe count, and this will be set to 0. And well, yeah, we also want to say dupe count equals plus plus. Then we want to fix the name. And at every start, you want dupe count to be reset to 0 as well. Okay, never mind. And dupe count is greater than it's greater than 0. So while there is no unique name and while check string is not unique name, and while there is, I think I spelled this wrong. Hold on a second. Let me see if this is how I do it. Okay, that's how I do it. So if I change this to dupe count, there we go, dupe count, we do it like this. Now we have to fix the name, which is a little bit difficult. Check. Okay, what we need to do now is new name is going to be set equal to check name plus okay. Okay. If new name dot length is greater than is equal to check name dot length, what we'll do is we just do new name and set that equal to check name plus dupe count dot toString. And else if new name dot length is greater than check name dot length, what we have to do now is to say new name dot split. I'm not sure. I forgot these functions. A substring. Start index. So we start at 0. Then you do check name length. I believe that's how we do it. Plus a dupe count to string. Actually, wait a second. I'm not sure if I'm okay. I'm really having difficulties properly. Okay, so in a sense, the way that we fix the name is we do it like this. We have new name set equal to new name. Then we add this with a new name, or we add this with dupe count dot to string, and that's how we'll be able to do it. That's how we, yeah, that's how we fix the name. I believe it is, because check name dot length. Because I don't want to have, like, say, let's say the name is Edge, and let's say we found one that's already named Edge. I don't want it to be like 0 and then, oh, we found Edge 0 already, so we're going to actually do it like this. No, that's not how I want it to be. I want it to be like, if I named it Edge 0, if I named it Edge and there's already an Edge 0, I want to name it Edge 1, Edge 2, Edge 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's how I want it to be named. Unless, of course, you named it Edge 0, which then it would do like this, and then 1, 2, 3. Yeah, but that's the idea, because it depends on what your original check name is. Because if my original check name is Edge, then the check name length will be 4. And if we start at 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, okay, whatever. We'll try and see how to make this work. If anything, check for duplicate names. So what we have to do now is we just add the this one honestly should be more of check more of fixed duplicate names. So fix duplicate names, and then what we need to do is the name is equal to fix duplicate names. So the first thing that we should do is we need to make a list of strings with the vertex names, and that's how we're going to do. So we have a new list of strings. Okay, we'll have a list of strings called the names. You know what? Vertex names. This is going to be equal to a new list of strings. And well, this is going to be quite a bit of a thing. So for each string name in vertices dot keys vertex names dot add name. And then what we need to do is we pass vertex names. Then we pass in the name. There we go. Hopefully this will work. Okay, so I hope this will work. So the first thing to do is to test if it just works with itself. If there's that, yeah. What I'm going to do is going to still make this vertex, and we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to make like a B. So to test this, let's just go ahead and try it out and see if it works. I probably should have put them in a different spots. Maybe this one can be equal to a new vector 3, and this one will be let's just do it vector 3.1. There we go. Vector 3.1. Let me just see how it works. So let's check their names. Right, I need to right click, and then we have to go to their space vertex clone. The name is A, the name is B. Okay, that's good. And now what we have to do is we're going to check if we do this. If we make one the same name, will it do anything? So I'm going to. So yeah, that's the problem. And try to. Okay, so. Okay, vertex script. Right, I need to actually do this. Yeah, that might have been where the problem is. By the way, yeah, I did mute my mic because things. Oh no. Oh no. Yep, I think I messed something up. I might have to just shut down this thing. Rip. Okay, so kind of figured out what I might be able to do here. So instead, I can also have a private boolean check duplicate names. And what we can do here is we pass in, again, we pass in a list of strings, of string called the called the list names, and we have a string called the underscore check name. So the idea is for each string called a name in list names, if check if underscore check name is equal to name, then we are going to return a true because there's, and then if it manages to go through this entire thing, it returns a false. There we go. That's what we can do here. We can get rid of this. We can get rid of this dummy variable because honestly, it was like, what the heck is this for? So unique name, get rid of it. Get rid of it entirely. And finally, we can do this. We can do check duplicate names. All we need to do is to pass saved names, and we pass, and then we passing check name. If this is equal, while this is true, it does this. Oh, hello. I think this is how we do it. I think this is how we're going to do it. So hopefully now this can fix the name of this. Hopefully now it doesn't just. Are you serious? You're serious? Oh, come on. Are you serious? Come on. Please. Okay. Looks like the while loop is still forever ongoing. That's definitely not a good thing. But I don't. Is the reason why? Oh, wait! I just realized the reason why is we're passing in check name. We're not supposed to pass in check name. We pass in new name. We pass in new name because that's why. Because check name is unchanged. It actually is supposed to be unchanged throughout this. So that, yeah. But then if this is equal to new name, if is equal to the, whoops, in the new name, then we can actually do this. All right, and with that, it would, hopefully now this will be fixed. This check the duplicate names, and what did I just do? I don't think I did it. Okay, whatever. So what am I doing here? Okay, let's just play it and see what happens. Hopefully, oh, but yeah, the error didn't pop up. Is one of them A1? Yes, it is. Perfect. Now, I kind of would like to do something else. A dupe count -1 to string. Yeah, just because, just how I prefer it. And if if I was to make another one that was also named A, then well, set this one to negative, and this one vector 3 dot up. Why not? we'll see how this is going to work. Wow, this is a weird conglomeration of, we have A0, A1, A2. Yes, it works exactly as we want it to. So yeah, this is perfect. Wow, okay, I'm surprised I got that to work so quickly. But now now the harder part, now the part that we have to do it too. Okay. Fixes any possible duplicated names. There we go. That's what we get. That's what this line does. So that way, whoops, I did not want to do that. That way we can very easily. Whoops, don't want to do that. That way we can fix it very much. Now we have to do the same exact thing for the create edge. And well, we have to do this is we want to do, excuse me, what we need to do now is to makes a list of strings containing all the edge names. So for each, that's what it does for each string, which we're going to do, we're going to just call it edge name in edges dot keys. We also want to make a list. So here we have a list of strings string called the names, the edge names, like so. And this is equal to a new list of strings like that. Then what we have to do is the edge names dot add edge name. There we go. Now what we need to do is we have the name is set equal to fix duplicate names, and we pass in the edge names and we pass in the name. And then yeah, this one should fix any possible duplicate names. Now this one is gonna require me to make quite a bit of stuff. So here I'm gonna have what I'm going to do is have a vector, bunch of vectors. So I'm going to do new vector 3, and this one will be 0, 0, 0, but we're going to change it to be a 1. We're just going to have it along the, actually no, we're going to have it along the z, along the x I meant. So 1, negative 1, fine, we'll do it, make it look. Then we'll have, wait a second, hold on. 1 like this. Then we'll do, whoops. Then we'll do it like this. 1, negative 1. This will be a bunch of vertex. Then what we need to do is we need to create edge. So I'm going to create edge. Excuse me. And well, we're going to pass B, C, and D. And we pass in, and we're going to call this edge 1. I'm gonna call this. Okay, fine. We're just gonna call it edge. And then what we're gonna do is going to pass in. So we have to. Oh my gosh, we have to make game objects. Okay, so game object. Just gonna call it A. Equals to this. Game object B is equal to this. Game object C is equal to this. Game object D is equal to this one. So we pass in A and then comma B from A to B. And why not? We'll just make it directional. And then we're just going to give it a value of 0. And we give it 1. Now we have to do the same thing, but we have to do the same thing, but for U. So, and we need a total of 4 of them. So from A to B, then we have B, C, then C to D, then D to A. I believe that's how it's going to work. All right, now hopefully now our system here works and we won't have duplicate names. Wow, that is quite a mess. Yeah, I think I should space them out quite a bit more than what I did. Let's do it like 5, 5, or let's make it like 10 or something, because they're way too close to each other. So 10, 10, 10, 10, there we go. Maybe we'll be able to see it this time. I think we didn't do the connections correctly, but whatever. So yeah, but the idea is we need to check the edges and see if they have ename is edge. This one's edge. It's also edge. Oh, right, because we forgot to add them to the dictionary. That is right. Okay, so that actually is something rather important to remember to have done. And also, I am a little annoyed that it's not a perfect square. I forgot to add them to the dictionary, and all we need to do is do add, and now we do edges dot add. We pass in the key, which is the name, and then we pass in the edge script. Edge script. There we go. We just need to add a semicolon there, and there we go. Hopefully now it'll fix all the names, and maybe there we go. Now it's a square, like square-like shape. Okay. Check the edge. This one's edge. This one's edge 0, edge 1, and edge 2. Perfect. It basically works. Yeah, we can now make any possible edge, any possible vertex, and well, yeah, we just wow, okay. Huh. So, the load default start. Okay, this is the default start. It starts you off like this, and yeah. And with that, we basically have the basis of for for our creation of a graph. All we need to do now is to kind of make a UI that allows us to, in a sense, put it all together. So we can then create any type of graph that we want. Now the thing is, how do we do this? Because, okay, the thing is what we need to do is we kind of need to figure out a way to, because the mouse, in a sense, the mouse control, you use the mouse to control the camera, and that's a bit of, there it is. Wait a second, what direction is the camera facing? Whoa, okay. Let's put this back to, change this guy back to vector 3.0. Let's change it back to that. That's why it was like, where the heck did the guy go? But yeah, you start off, in a sense, you kind of start off like just looking around. You also might notice that the lighting always appears to be in the direction you are looking at. That's actually intentional. I want to be able to do that because I parented if you check the directional light. Give me a second here. The directional light, it's parented to the main camera. You take it off. If we actually take it off, then we go back. You can see the lighting does change, and that's something I actually prefer not to have. So I'm going to put it back, and as you can see, it basically follows you. That's something I would like to say that I did off stream. All right. I'm surprised I got this done already. Geez, it took me a long time to figure out how to do this, but again, I've already done it before, so okay. So this creates the edge. This one creates the vertices. Create an edge, create a vertex, and well, yeah, it pretty much works. Now we kind of just need to be able to do it on command. One thing I'd like to do now is I'm going to go into GIMP and create a very simple crosshair because, yeah, you need to be able to see, you need to be able to, do stuff. I'm terrible at explaining this. Okay, so let's make a file new, and this one is just going to be 64 by 64. Nothing big. We're going to also want to add an alpha channel. Hold on a second. That's not what I wanted to do. Then I kind of just would like to delete the background. All right. With this, we're just going to we set this to white, and we just kind of want to put it in the middle, but excuse me. Okay. Put this in the middle. It's a little difficult to tell, but we can do a little bit of work. Hopefully this is perfectly centered. Honestly, but yeah, I think this is fine. This is kind of what more of what I kind of wanted, but in a sense, I'll make it look a little bit nicer, but you're not going to see make it just a tiny tad bit gray on the edges. Maybe I should use my pen for this. Where's my pen? Yeah, I probably should use my pen for this. So, because stuff. Okay, so here. Come on. Okay, fine. I guess my pen is not made for this. It's just made for GIMP. Oh. That's rather too large for me, if you ask. Oh, we'll do it on the inside. Like, ooh, that's a little too dark. Raise it up a bit. So we'll go all the way down here and here, just right there. Is that anything I need to bring in one more pixel? And one more pixel. And the last one on the top. Just need to add the little boxes right there. And this is a pretty decent crosshair. It's okay. It's nothing special, but it works. It works for what it needs to do. Nothing special. I mean, if we wanted to add more detail, we could actually, again, we could have whatever I'm doing, doing whatever I'm doing, stuff. Let's get this color. Okay, let's get this color again. I feel like I should make this just a tad bit larger, just because I don't know. It just feels like it should be like that. One less, I believe. Yeah, that looks like it's pretty much what I expected. Now we just need to add the sides, and there we go. Make it a little darker. Then we don't want it. We want to decrease the size a bit. Then we're gonna have it be like 2 pixels. Okay, 2 pixels. So 2. Oh, whoops. Here, all the way to there, and here all the way to 2. There we go. We do our thing. With that, we have a very interesting crosshair, if you ask me. For the last one, all we need to do is, I'm wondering if I should make the middle. That would be a very rather interesting choice if I was to make the middle transparent. Middle part transparent. That actually would be very interesting of a design choice. I mean, it's only 1 pixel though. A little too dark as well, so I'm gonna go ahead and fill it. So control, that should be, there we go. Oops, I don't want to duplicate it. That should be control A. I think that's enough detail for the honestly, I think this detail for the crosshair is fine. Yeah, I think I'll do that. So now what we need to do is to save this to our good old project. Where is it? Graph theory. Assets. You take the. Maybe I should also add another folder, which is in the materials. No, not materials. Might as well add another one. Which one will be called sprites? Sprites, not the drink, but that failed to create device. That's a very interesting. Okay, we go here. Export it to the Unity projects, graph theory, assets, sprites. And here, this one will be the, or come on, crosshair, please, crosshair. There we go. Export it. We don't really need that. And there we go. Export it. With that, I'm going to discard the changes. Crosshair. You want this to be a sprite. Sprite. Okay. I don't think we needed to generate physics. Excuse me. And we'll just apply that. And there we go. Now we need to do is to go onto the canvas, focus on it, and right on the middle is on. We have the player UI, we have the coordinates, and here we'll have the crosshair. Okay, so we're gonna have the crosshair. Okay, maybe not like that, but what we can do is, yeah, we have to go like this. Wow, that's tiny. Okay, what we need to do, what is this? We have to create the device file. It's being used by another process? I don't even know what that is. Okay. All right, so what we need to do is we're going to create a UI image, just an image. And what we do is we take the crosshair. There we go. And what we now need to do is I don't believe we want to scale it. Okay, no, that's not how we want to do it. So here we're going to sort of lock it down. Okay, so here we're going to make it 50 by 50. Maybe that's still rather large. Maybe 10 by 10. Okay, but all the details gone. 20 by 20. 25 by 20. 25. Whatever. I think it's kind of large and distracting when it's like that. So we'll do 10 by 10. I'm probably going to be quiet again. All right, so with that, I kind of would like to make an interact script. I'm going to make a folder, and this one will be camera, because we want to make the camera interact. We want to make a camera interact script. So this one will be called cam interact. Okay. Or maybe it could just be called interact script. Or just call it interact. I don't know. We'll do it like that. We'll call it interact for now. However, it's going to be, the main part is going to be within here. However, this one, I'm not sure how we're going. We want to make it a mono behavior. And, well, I'm not sure if, I don't remember how to do this very well. Okay, I do not remember how to do this, but if anything, the idea is we have an interact function, and then anything that has this script gets interacted with. We can make variants of this interact script, but yeah, right now we don't have it, right? But we don't have it right now. We have to do stuff with it, and don't remember how to properly do it, so I'm going to have to go to a YouTube channel by the name of Brackies because Brackies is an amazing YouTuber. I haven't been watching him lately, but he makes amazing stuff. Anyway, we have to. That's not the one. Unity tutorials. Okay, come on. Need it. Need it. How to make an art? Okay. Thank you. You know what? I'm just gonna shout out to Brackies. He actually really did help me a lot in coding, at least learning it, how to actually come up with a lot of ideas and stuff. That is how I was able to learn a bunch of the stuff, such as enums. Another one being the this thing, which allows you to pretty much. I mean, it's a very interesting idea, and it's very useful. You're probably going to definitely need it, especially when you have something like a manager like this, which is actually a public static UI manager script. Void awake. Then we pass in script, and then we say script is equal to this. Yeah, you're most likely going to need it if you have like a manager or something. But yeah, just keep it at the top of your script so that way it's easy. So that way it doesn't like clutter the rest of your code. Anyway, I'm trying to remember how to properly do this. Interaction. Okay. It's muted. Go away and advertisements. Nobody likes you. Anyway, geez. All right. What is next? We have to. I just need to remember how the function. I just need to remember the function. How do I do, what's the syntax? I can never even remember the name of this. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I can never remember the name of, okay, well, I swear there is a very specific syntax for what I'm trying to do. Okay. Okay, I swear. What? Oh, virtual. Okay, there he goes. Virtual, a virtual void. That's what I wanted it to do. Okay, and yeah, that's what we want to do. And this one is called interact. Here it's called interact. Interact, interaction. We'll call it like that. And then we have void here, and I mean, I'm not sure what else to do here. And forgive me if you hear voices. I'm gonna probably mute my mic right now because I probably need to say something. All right, so this is basically our basis for the interaction script. It doesn't look like much, but this is actually really it. All right, so protected virtual void interact. What we need to do now is we're going to make a script, and I probably should not be putting that in the camera. I should probably be making this a new folder, and this one we called like interactions. I kind of realized that I might need to, I believe I've changed the name of the script, so I might have to change this to interaction. So, so now what we need to do here is this. We take our C# script and we do cam interaction. That's what we have to do. And well, this is a rather interesting script. What we do is, instead of deriving it from mono behavior, what we derive it from is the interaction script. So now we can have a very specific, we can actually have this such that we have an interaction button. We're going to have an interaction button. I'm not sure what it is, but we might as well have it in. Excuse me. Anyway, so what we need to do now is we need to, we're going to add an interact to our thing. It doesn't matter if it's positive or we don't really care what it is. All we just know is that this, excuse me, we just need to change this to, oh my gosh, please, I just want to change this to interact, not interact, interact. There we go. And this is not going to be these buttons. However, actually, wait a second. I don't think I need this. I think I can change. I know there's a fire. All right, so next, this is left control. Okay, this is fire 2, left alt. So yeah, this is what I'm going to do. If we do have input.getAccess raw, and then what we have to do here is we have to call in the interact script, and this is going to be whenever this is not equal to 0, we call an interaction. Now this is going to be specifically for the camera, but we're going to probably going to need some variables. So we need an interact. We're going to probably need probably going to be a private interaction script called, this one will be current focus. This is actually this probably might be one of the special object things that I might need. I'm going to put it here for there's nothing that tells me that I might need it there. However, actually I think I probably should put it here. So public, this is probably going to be a public game object, and this one will be called the current focus. Now in the camera, this one is going to be public, not a public one. This will be a private interaction, and then this one will be called the current target. So we have to check this thing. This is what this does, and we want to actually, in a sense, shoot a ray out. So if actually we need to do something like this: a ray called ray equal to, well, we're going to do it like this, and then we do if physics, I think it is dot raycast, pass in ray, maximum distance, that depends on a public variable, which I'll just have it be a public float, reach, cam reach, have it be that, and by default I guess I might as well make this 4. Yeah, 4. Cam reach, and then here we do layer mask. Okay, this is the one that I've messed up so many times, so I'm just going to have a public layer mask here called the interact layer. There we go, and we'll pass interact layer in there, and I don't believe there's anything else. Unassigned use of a local ray. Is there anything I'm missing? Out ray? Okay, I don't remember how to properly do this. Okay. Right, I probably need to do, oh yeah, right, I need to do cam dots. No, this has to be camera dot main dot let's see, then vector 3.0. I'm not sure this is how it's supposed to be. Vector 2.0. Screen point to ray. Then we pass in the vector 3.0. I'm not sure how it. I'm not sure if that's the one. Raycast. Oh, right. Okay. Raycast hit, and this is hit. Let me just do out. This one goes past out hit. I did this in the wrong order, my bad. So then this is out hit. I believe that's how it's supposed to be done. Right, we are also need to do this. Dear gosh, I swear. Okay, just Unity camera point array of the center. Okay, raycasting from the center of I do not know. Equal to. Okay. Okay, new vector 3. Okay, fine. I guess that's 0.5f, comma 0.5f, and 0f. All right, then what we're going to do is just call the interact script. I believe that's how it works. We're just going to call interact because, you know, that's how things work in Unity. Okay, and then here we're going to go to get the main camera. Put the interact script on it. Oh no, not that. We're going to put the camera interact script on it. And we want to actually, we actually would like to go into our we need to go into the prefabs, open the prefabs, and we want to add a layer called interactables, but do I want to call it that? Do I want to call it like graph or something? Graph components, maybe. I'll just call it graph components. And then now what we have to do is we have to go to our vertex and add it to graph components. We again do the edge, same thing for the edge, graph components. Yes, change children. Okay. And with that, we now have to check if, whoops, right, okay. Right, I'm not sure. I forgot I probably needed to add in the layer to your graph components. There you go. Then if we click, hold on a second. I think I mixed up the input with mouse 0. There we go. Yeah, I just press F. Forgot that's also. But doesn't appear to be working. Did I do the array correctly? Or is the okay. Okay. So oh dear gosh, I swear. This is, I'm not sure why it's not working, but oh right, it's because it doesn't have an interact script. I probably that probably makes it okay. I probably need to add the interact script onto it, just as a temporary thing, just temporarily, and then we'll see. No. Okay. Stop. Okay. Ah, gosh. Please. Okay, there we go. I am rather concerned. Excuse. I'm rather concerned about why. Okay, I am super confused right now. Last time I checked that this is supposed to work. Does this have a, do I need, oh wait, did I forget to add a rigid body or something that doesn't need to have a rigid body? Let's just check. It's still not doing anything. Void update. If input dot is not equal to 0, interact. Okay. I'm confused as to why this is not doing anything. Oh, my eyes. Okay. Oh, my eyes. Let's just do a debug log to make sure that this is actually doing something. Debug.log sent ray. We should probably say sent ray. Now, so we sent the ray. Okay, I know, I just realized that this access thing might not be a good idea because I don't want to have a million interactions. So if we'll have to do it like this. If input get mouse button down with taken 0, or input get key down, and we pass in key code dot f. Then we'll do all this stuff, and we send array. Okay. Graph components. It's on the graph components. This is, I swear. Okay. You know what? Let's just take it out. Let's just take it out and see if it works. So array, and it's still not even doing anything. The heck? Bruh. Vertex. You do have the vertex. You do have the interaction script. Hit if hit dot tag dot transfer game object dot tag is equal to, well, interactable, then what we're gonna do is hit dot transform dot game dot game object dot get component interaction dot interact. Okay, I'm not remembering how to do this. Okay, forgive me. I'm terribly sorry, but I cannot remember how to do this. Excuse me. Okay, I'm super confused. Interact. I am super confused right now. I do not I am I don't know what's going on. So this one will be interactable. Go back to you. I'm gonna put you in interactable. And you too. You also are going to be an interactable. And we're just going to go back to the scene because we really would like to be able to interact. Why are you like this? Okay. You know what? I don't even think that rigid body is helping anyway, so let's get rid of that component. What? I wanted to remove the component, not... Okay, fine. All right. We also would like to go to UI manager dot script dot open menu is equal to true. Then we would like to return. So we don't want to be sending out rays. I don't get it. What's going on? You should be interacting with this guy. You should be printing out messages. Doesn't it have the interact script? I even got rid of the weird stuff. I'm so confused. I am confused. Oh my gosh. How long have I been streaming? I was streaming for an hour and 30 minutes. Okay. Okay, fine. Wait, update. Okay, I don't. Why would I need this? Camera interaction. It's supposed to call it's supposed to even call this interact script. Well, fine. We'll make it a public virtual void. Fine. Make it public. Make it public. Sure, sure. So then what we'll do is do hit.game, hit.transform.gameObject.get component. Do that. Dot interact. Interaction. Dot interact. We'll do that. Fine. Sure. Valid what do you mean? Where? Okay, we're just get rid of this because we don't need it. Okay. Camera interaction. Are you serious? What is going on with this stupid script? Okay. This should be playing out to the world to hear. I don't get why it's not doing anything. So, if you cast out this ray and it has a reach of 5, and if it hits something with a tag of interactable, which I'm pretty sure I spelled it right. Interactable. Okay, yes, I did. And if the hit transform.get component is in, and then we interact with this stupid thing. Okay, why is it not doing anything? You know what? Interacted with. We're going to pass in the game object.name. Just I don't get why it's not sending out. I seriously don't understand. It has the interaction script. You know what else also has an interaction script? The camera. Should be able to interact with everything. Why is it not okay? Please. All I want to do is interact with the stupid vertex. Please. Okay, what is sent the ray? Debug.log. And I'm just going to say hit. Then we're going to say hit.game hit.transform.gameObject.name. So that way we can figure out if it actually is hitting something, or if it's my code if it's my whatever I'm doing here that's wrong. You know what? And we're gonna just add the interact layer back. We're just gonna do that interact layer. Okay, so then now let's try this again. Okay, so it's just my stupid, it's just stupid thing. Okay, maybe that's the reason why. Screen width divided by 2 and mean dot height divided by 2, 0f. Maybe let's try that. That appeared to have fixed that. Yeah, I think this is the reason why it didn't work. Okay, so now okay, so that was the reason why our code wasn't working. It's because this part was wrong. Okay, good to know. Good to know. But we don't want to get rid of that. I'm gonna have to do quite a bit of stuff to do. Okay, so however, this interaction script is not what we want. It's not what we want to put on the edge. All right, so thank you, Brackies. You were very helpful. Hold on. Okay, Brackies, you were very helpful, but okay. Well, somewhat help you. You helped me out. You helped me out in figuring out what the virtual void. Crap. Okay. Anyway, next what we need to do is we need to set up the interaction script for the vertex. So I'm going to go back to the vertex. I'm going to go to the vertex and remove that interaction script. Same thing. I'm not sure if I added it to the edge. Okay, I didn't. But yeah, what we now need to do is do the same thing, but for the edge and the vertex. So vertex interact. How do we do it? Vertex. Vertex interaction. That's how we want to do it, and we don't need any of these namespaces. And we derive this from interaction. There we go. Now what we need to do is vertex interaction. There we go. I'm not sure if I should do something again like what I did similar to my Minecraft making program where I had like different modes, and depending on that you would switch between them. I'm not sure if I should do that, but I mean it probably should be like that. Maybe I should do it like that. I mean, I was debating, I was thinking I shouldn't, but I think I should. So mode manager. Let's open it up right away so that we don't have to deal with it. And here we go, mode manager. Now, I do want to have a button instead of like just pressing tab a billion times. Yeah, so the mode manager instead. So we have a public mode manager script and void awake. Wait, a script is equal to this. Here we go. And what we're going to do is have a like enum called this one will be called mode. And then what we will do is we'll have an edit mode, then we'll have solve mode, and we have a pause mode, like so. I'm not sure if I should also have a menu mode, because maybe we should also have a menu mode. Pause is more. Okay. I'm thinking about how to properly do this. Okay, maybe I should keep the menu mode. So we have edit, solve. I guess we also might as well have a view mode. So public void, or we'll do void update. We don't need that. And we're going to have a public static mode called the current mode. And void start, what we do whenever we start up the program, we want to set current mode equal to mode.view. Here, now all we have to do is if input.get key down, then we'll pass in key code.tab. Then what we'll do is set current mode plus 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 plus. However, if current mode is greater than mode.solve, current mode is set equal to mode.view. There we go. So this is the basis for our mode manager. Right now, there's no way to actually visually know which mode you are in, which is a bit of a problem. But I do want to be able to actually change that in the future. But right now I haven't developed any of the UI and such. But if anything, it's an idea. Okay, so in the UI manager, actually, whenever we open a menu, whenever we do open menu, we actually would like to do that. So here we do current mode manager dot current mode is set equal to mode dot menu. Okay, menu. There you go. And well, we can now we can, instead of having to do a lot of stuff, rather than having to do a lot of checks, we can actually just have, okay, so for example, this one, what we can do instead, if mode manager dot current mode dot, okay, so okay, here I'm going to have a public function. So public Boolean. This one would be checking if can in move, or this one, what this is going to do is check if you're in menu or pause mode. That's really all I'm trying to do. If it's in menu mode or if it's in pause mode. Enable cam control. I guess that's the best I can come up with. What it does is checks if if current mode is equal to mode dot menu, or current mode is equal to mode dot pause, return a false, else true. Return a true. Come on, true. Turn it true. There we go. So this is what we'll do. Is we'll do mode manager dot very serious. Mode manager dot script. What? Oh, that's why. Script dot I'll be honest, that should probably be also should be a static. So then this one will be enable cam control equal to false. Then yeah. However, there may be this is just an extra thing that should do. As for cam move, this one is also affected by that. So basically, if here, this one is an overall mode manager dot enable cam control is equal to false, then we rotate, then return. There we go. That's some rather important stuff, but yeah. I want to also currently, then we'll do a, I guess here we might as well do a debug log for now. Debug log current mode set to, and then we add current mode. There we go. I think I probably should say dot. I don't know. Let's see. So if I press. Right. Okay. I didn't add the. I'm smart. I haven't added the mode manager yet. I'm a little. Okay. I'm not sure if this mode manager should be on the main camera. I'll just leave it on the game manager for now. So edit, solve, view. Yep, basically works exactly what I did. So, however, if we right click, yeah. I guess I might as well make another public function. So public static void set mode. This is, I know it's kind of a useless function, but I just want to make it. So basically you just pass in a mode called the new mode, and then we'll say, then all we just need to do is say current mode set equal to new mode. That way it's rather easy to do this instead of having to always do that. And also we're going to do a debug log because and that way we can actually also do it like this. What we can do is we just say current mode is equal to, all we just need to do is set mode, and we do current mode plus 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 like that. And then, yeah, then we do set mode, mode.view. That way, yeah, it just makes things easier. So now what we do here is, rather than doing this, we do set mode, and we pass in mode.menu. I also should be more aware if this is a, I guess I might as well also, I don't think I need the pause though. I have a feeling that pause is a very specific case. I might just get rid of it because if I'm honest with myself, the pause menu is, it's just another menu, so I probably can just set it to mode menu like that. So there we go. Save that. And with that, we can do stuff. Okay. All right, and with that, we can now pretty much track whatever our mode is. So set mode to view. And it's always being set to view, so something's wrong. I guess that doesn't work. Huh, that's weird. The current mode, I guess we have to just do it like this, current mode plus plus. Then, I mean, it's rather, I'm a little confused as to why that doesn't work. Why doesn't this work? Current mode plus plus. Because that should work because then it just adds to whatever the next one is. However, if the current mode is greater than solve, sets it back to view. Let me just put a debug.log statement here just to make sure. Check. Just to make sure that it's not doing that. Okay, so it's not that. I guess I just can't just do. I guess I can't just do that. Wow. Seriously though, I'm a little. That's actually really upsetting to me. Oh, as a private variable, static mode, private mode, previous mode. Just says something. Just something to note that we might need. Okay. And with that, what we'll do is this is what we need to do. So there's going to be a public. Oh, this one's just not. This one's just going to be public. Public void on exit menu. That's what this is due. And we also need to make sure that previous, I guess previous mode needs to be static. Whatever, okay. Previous mode is also equal to current mode. So here, if we exit the menu, what we need to do here is current mode is going to be set back to current. That's how it's going to work. So we do set mode to previous mode. But we'll only do this if current mode is less than mode dot menu or less than or equal to mode dot solve. What we'll do this. That's how it works, because we don't want to actually go back to the menu. Go back to the menu mode. Okay. So and this one's going to be more of an if state is equal to true, then we're going to do this. Else we and that's exit. Let's script dot exit menu. Actually, all this is dot set mode. Just might as well do it. Might as well do it because we don't want to be very confused in our. We don't want to be confused when we're doing with this. All right. Okay. I think I might as well switch this around, just say true. This one will be false because it's going to be more likely. I don't want to, because this is the more likely thing to be happen, and yeah, just having to wait that extra else, yeah. I mean, it's like a zeptosecond, but I don't care. So currently set to menu mode, and we set back to view mode. So if I go to edit mode and then go to menu mode, I go back to I go to view mode. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Set mode, current mode. I don't seriously though. Why doesn't that work? Why can't I just put it current mode plus plus into the function? Now it's just repeating itself. Okay. There we go. So go to menu mode, back to view mode. Go to edit mode, go to solve mode, go to menu mode, back to solve mode. Yay, there we go. Works. All right. What's the difference between these? Okay, this one was from exit menu. Yeah, I guess, yeah. Okay, and with that, we have our mode manager. It's the basic functions of it so far. Okay, so now we actually need to do something with this. And well, what we actually need to do is a void, more of a void. Okay, virtual. Okay. What's the opposite of virtual? What's the receiving end of virtual? Okay, I need a brackies. Need you. I need you. I need you, brackies. Forgive me for being quiet for a bit, but just got like a drink, some soda. All right, well, I kind of just finished it, but whatever. Okay, so what's next on the list? Right, interaction. So void, I'm not sure what, I forgot, I never remember how to do virtual voids. Okay, yay. Virtual function. Override, there we go, override. Public over interact, there we go. This is how we're supposed to do it. And then what we need to do is take a switch statement depending on the as in mode manager dot current mode, and depending on that we'll do case mode dot view, and we'll break. Right, this is supposed to be a colon case mode dot edit, and then we'll break case mode dot solve, and break case no, there's no menu. Okay, and that's how we're going to do it. That's how we do it. Yep. There we go. Okay, and I'm surprised I remembered it. Oh, yes. Sorry if yeah, sorry, I don't get people often. I am using, I don't know how to properly pronounce the person's name, but as of right now, I'm currently just setting up some sort of way to create any possible graph in 3D space. It doesn't look like much, but so far it's because I don't really have any interface that actually allows me to create any to actually any interface within the game itself to actually make it. However, I can do it in code. So if I want, I could make a, I could do something like this, where I have 10f, right? This makes a vertex at this position, and then I could actually create an edge between the two. So I could just call it whatever, edge. Then I need to make this a game object. A is equal to this, game object B is equal to this, and we pass in A and B. Okay, I misspelled game object here. Fix that. And whatever this is, I can make it a direction. I could make it directional, then I can add a value to it, like 1. And well, if I was to play this out, you might see that, yeah, it makes vertices. I'm not okay. This model is a little bit bugged. I don't know why it's lets you see the inside of the model, but okay. It's supposed to be like, well, yeah, you get the idea. You can make any possible graph, and then you can use the person's algorithm to solve for the shortest path between, yeah, any two vertices. That's what I want to do. But as of now, I don't really have any interface that. Right now, I still need in the works of making the interface to actually make a graph. And yeah, so one of the things that I need to do is that I have different modes. So we have a view mode, we have an edit mode, and we have a solve mode. Obviously, we know what solve mode is. It solves for the shortest path. The edit mode is what allows you to build any graph. And the view mode, just more to see the properties of the graph components of the like the vertices. What is its name and whatnot. That's basically what. Yeah, that's what this is. But but right now, but like I said, I don't really have anything. Don't really have much stuff yet. This is only the basis. Okay, then. Wow, people are noisy. Okay, anyway. Now, in a sense, when we wanted to just view properties of vertex, such as I guess I might as well say position and the name. That's really all there is to it. Then for the edit mode, it allows you to edit properties of vertex, such as change name and change position. Yeah, there you go. Then we have to solve select as a vertex to solve path between another selected one. There we go. Okay. Now the graph editor. I guess I might as well do some things like such as edit property functions. So over here, I might as well indicate that this is the creation. That this is the creation functions. Then over here, then under here, I'm going to have this one is the edit functions. We could do it like that. Edit functions, and down here we have the edit vertex. And here we'll do a public. I think I just need a void. Edit vertex name. So the idea is that we pass in I guess we'll pass in a game object, and this one will, excuse me, pass in the game object, and this one will be called vertex obj. And what we'll do is, what we need to do is now get the vertex script. So vertex, and we call that vertex script. Set that equal to vertex object dot get component, and here we'll say vertex. However, if vertex script dot is equal to null, then we would like to return debug.log, and this will be a warning. Okay, game object.name vertex object.name, excuse me, is missing vertex script. And then what we now can do here is, okay. Okay, so then what we need to do here now is pass in a name. Then what we do is vertex script dot vname. Oh, what we need to do first is to okay. So what we what we now need to do is we have to, in a sense, we have to find the vertex that has with an yeah. Okay. For each string called vertex, list vertex in the dictionary called the vertices dot keys, if list vertex is equal to this vertex name, come on, this vertex name is equal to vertex script dot vname, then we would like to what we have to do is to I have a feeling this is something I can't do. And I guess then we would break. So so vertex. So okay, this checks. Can we? Okay, can we do this? This vertex name is set equal to. Okay, so yeah, we can't do that. Okay. So all we want to do is right now is check if vertex script dot v name. Oh wait, vertices. Come on, vertices dot contains key contains value vertex script is equal to. If it's false, then we would like to return saying we want to do a debug.log warning saying vertex is not in the dictionary. Honestly, I would probably also destroy, then we pass vertex object. So that way we don't have any, that way we don't actually make something that, yeah, so that way we won't end up just destroying something. Anyway, now what we need to do is we do vertex object, or no, vertex, I'm doing terrible at this. So vertices dot remove, we have to okay, so we can't do, okay, remove, then we have to kind of replace, so we kind of have to replace it. So vertex script dot v name. So this way we can remove it from our database of vertices, and yeah. And then what we need to do now is, oh, we also need to add a string new name. So Now what we now need to do is, before we actually add the name, we also would like to, we would also like to check. We want to say new name is equal to fixed duplicate names, and we pass in. Okay, just realized this is actually a function that I need to use often. So I'm gonna put this at the very bottom. Wow, holy crap, that's a huge function. So we actually would also like to have something like this. So this is just a private list of strings. This one is get vertex names, or actually it will be list vertex names. Then we pass in a dictionary of string and vertex, and there we go. So now what we need to do is return, okay, what we need to do here, list string, and this one will be the names. The names is equal to a new list of string. Then for each string name vertex name in right, I forgot, this needs to have a thing here. So we call it I'm trying not to reuse the names that I have here, so it's kind of, I'm just going to call it underscore vertices. There we go. In underscore vertices, what we have to do is the names dot add, and we pass in vertex name. And what's wrong? Oh, dot keys. There we go. And then what we do is return the names. There we go. And then what we can do here is, where is it? Kind of have to copy paste this, but at least it won't be as repetitive. If we can list edge names, and here we'll pass in edge, and this one will be this one's going to be edges, and then instead of this one it'll be underscore edges. Wow, I swear these are very similar to each other. Yeah, these are very similar to each other. Then what we can do is now in the create function, so what we can do is have a create vertex. Then here we can do is list vertex names. We pass in our I just realized, do I really need this variable? Yeah, I don't really believe I need this variable, because either way, I'm still going to have to go into edges.keys, and then this one is actually just, I just need to remove this underscore, and then everything is still going to work exactly as I intended to. So vertex names, expected, okay, list vertex names. Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's it. You shorten our code again. And then we have to do the same thing here, rather than doing this, where is it? Oh, here it is. We just say list edge names, and that should work. Then now we have to do this one again, rather than Wait, I can shorten this even, I can make this even shorter. I just realized. I don't even need to make this variable. All I need to do is pass in list vertex names here, and then I could get rid of this. Wow, that shortened my code quite a bit. I have to do the same thing for the edges. And then this one would be list edge names. This is a function. I need to remember that. And then all that gets shortened. Wow. Then here we pass in, this is a vertex, so list vertex names function, and then pass in new name. And with that, once we edit the vertex name, what we have to do now is vertices dot add vertex vertices dot add, and then we add new name dot, and we pass in vertex script. There we go. And this should, yeah, this is, it seems very drastic, but yeah, this is actually how it would work, because whenever we change the name of the vertex, it's going to have to change the name in the dictionary. Excuse me. I don't believe that there's anything else I need to do with this. However, yeah, I'm not sure if there's anything else I can do with this. However, we can now do the edit edge, which is going to be which is actually a more edit edge name, which is definitely going to be a lot more stuff. There's going to be a lot more edit edge properties. So here we have a edge object. That's in a string. Now I'm thinking, should I use an object or should I use a ah, gosh. A little bit of a drink. Okay, so vertex object. How long have I been streaming? Hour and 30 minutes. Wow, geez. I want to edit the edge object. Should I use the game object or should I use the game object? Or because if I'm super honest with myself, you might need to associate whenever you open a UI. Okay, I'm just going to leave it a game object, whatever. So string new name. And this is actually going to be rather. Geez. First, what we need to do is get the edge script. So this is going to be called edge script. And this is equal to edge object dot get component edge. Oops. Then here we test if it exists. If edge script is equal to null, then we want to return and do our debug log warning saying, hey, okay, no, saying edge object name is not in the dictionary. And we want to destroy the object because it doesn't exist and it shouldn't exist if it's not in the dictionary. I'm most likely going to probably need to also have a sort of, I don't know. Okay, So what we can do here now is destroy edge. Then just as another safety precaution, we have to do if edges, is, I completely messed up, is missing the edge script. I don't want to destroy the game object, but I don't want to destroy the game object because that, if edges that contains value, edge script is equal to false, then what we want to do is we also want to return, and we want to debug.log warning edge object.name is not in the dictionary, in the edges dictionary. Might as well, I probably should be more specific. Vertex object.name, not name plus is not in the vertices dictionary. There we go. Being specific is rather important in the edges dictionary, and we want to destroy the object because that means it's just nothing. Edge object. Actually, probably should not destroy it, just in case it's like I end up, just in case it doesn't like end up, just in case, because oh yes, because yeah, I have a feeling if you end up somehow inputting something that's like the game manager in there, I think you're gonna destroy the game. Okay, that doesn't sound like a good idea to do. So we're just gonna get rid of that, and what we do now is, what we have to do now is to go from edges dot remove edge script dot ename. Yes, it is ename. Then what we have to do is new name is equal to fix duplicate names. Then we have to do is list edge names. Then we pass new name. Okay, and lastly, do edges dot add a new name, and we pass in edge script. Go. Yeah, you can't actually set any values of stuff. Okay, so now what we need to do here is why not public void I really believe that it should be the I really have a feeling that this should be the vertex script. Rather than the object. I'm not sure. I'm debating if I should have it be the script or the object, because the script is the one that we actually need. I guess I might as well just pass in the vertex and then let this be worried about. However, I'm going to have to call this vertex script. And vertex script dot game object dot name. There we go. Take the script. And this is supposed to be an edge script dot in dot game object. Okay, and oh, what that? Which one? Okay, so now what we need to do is we need to do edit edge. What's the next property of an edge? Probably save this. So we have the value source. The source, then we have the point, we have the value. I guess we, whoa. Why is it leaving? It's weird. Okay, so public void edit edge value. So now what we need to do again, we have to check for the we have an edge called the edge script. Then we pass in a float called the new value. Then here again we kind of have to we're just going to have to copy this code because it's this code is actually going to be used a lot. However, now this is actually a lot easier because we could just do edge script dot value set equal to new value. It's a lot simpler now because we don't actually need to remove it from the dictionary and give it a new name, because changing the name is actually harder than actually editing other values of the script. Now, so public void edit edge edit edge, what is it going to be? P1, I guess. Edge, then we have edge script, and oh, this one's going to be a vertex new P1. So this changes the source. Oh, actually, if you change the source, you might as well just get rid of it. P2. I'm really trying to think how I'm going to do this. If you change the source, I believe you honestly might as well just delete the entire edge. Oh, ouch. Okay. I'm not really sure right now, but if anything, I don't really believe you should edit the source of the edge right now. So I'm going to take that, then here we're going to say, all we really need to do is say edge script dot p2 is going to be set equal to come on, new p2. However, we also need to call another thing from the Edge script, which is update transform. Because if you change this, then you have to update the transform. You know what? I think I might as well do it like that. I guess you might as well be able to edit the first point as well. We have to just kind of copy this. We update the transform of the edge. And with that, we have quite a bit of things. Fortunately, all of this doesn't have any UI, so I can't really test it out. Oh my gosh, my nose is like really stuffy right now. Give me a second. Okay, forgive me for being a little quiet here for quite a while. I was doing something, and you might hear the people voices in the background, but whatever. So rather than doing this, we actually need to do up edit script dot. What is it? The arrow. Arrow tip. What is it? In the edge, you do arrow tip. Arrow tip dot game object dot set active. New directional state. That's what we have to do. Yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. For the direction regarding if it's directional or not, then we have a public void edit the what else do you need to add? Edit. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all you need to edit for the edge. Wow, that's everything. Jeez. For the editing, at least. However, we don't have any UI that allows us to actually do this. So I can't even tell if it's going to be correct. So I have this code, it's ready, but I don't have any UI to actually use it in, which is rather awkward if you ask me. Now, excuse me, I guess something I should probably do. I'm going to go back to Blender. So this is Blender. Go here. How long have I been live streaming? 3 hours. Wow. Whoa. Oh. Oh, okay. Apparently, one of your messages did not actually appear in program configuration. One of your messages did not appear in the stream chat. That's rather interesting. Okay, I have no idea what that error message is, though. Okay, if anything, I'm going to make a new object in Blender, which is going to be just some cube. I'll edit it, delete all the vertices. Don't blame me, I'm just... Okay, we do this. Then in the Z direction, what we're going to do is just extend it a bit. Yeah, people are being noisy in the background. We're just going to make this, well, let's just make it 5. And, well, at the tip, we're going to make a plane, and we're going to scale it to 2.75, put it all the way up by 5. There we go. Actually, what am I doing? We can get rid of that, and we could just, all we need to do here is to extrude, return from its original position, then scale it outward by just a tiny bit, like, my bad, 1.25, like that or something. There we go. And well, I kind of would, I'm gonna go to the face, select the faces, and I'm going to have to probably select the one in the middle, delete the face in the middle. There we go. Then what I'm going to do is add just a random vertex. Okay, I just need to add a vertex. Okay, just delete all the vertex. That's not a face. Delete the vertex, please. There we go. Then what we need to do is to edit its transform, so it's going to be exactly here, and we're going to set this to 27. I might want to actually change how how tall this is. Not that. So what we do is we do it like this. Oh, we make a triangle. Triangle like this. Wait, hold on a second. Let me get rid of that edge, and then we can make a triangle from this. Then we can do the same thing, but make this a triangle. Then here, and lastly here. This makes a nice little arrow. It's very, very, very super simple. And we also would like to be able to see through the other side so we can actually edit this. We want this to actually be lowered quite a bit. This one will go up to, where's 5? Okay, 5 is there. And this one, we'll just lower this. Whoops. Then we'll just lower this one to, let's try 3.5. The base to me looks rather fat, so I'm going to actually shrink it a little bit more. I don't know. It looks okay. I'm going to set this to 3. Wow, this thing looks interesting. But I guess that's how I'm going to deal with it. How I'm going to have it look. I guess this is how the best I can come up with. I'm not sure now. I'm probably going to shrink. I'll just deal with this. Okay, then what I'm going to do is export it as an FBX. Then we are going to go to our models. This one is going to be arrow. There we go. Arrow, export as that. Then what we do is we're going to go to our project, go to our models, and see how it is. I'm gonna focus on it. Okay. Wow. I wonder what. Okay, that's strange. Why is this one inverted? Okay, I'm gonna go into the model and edit it again. Yeah, let me find it. Unity projects, graph theory, assets, and then the models should be here. Oh, it's not. Huh. I would have to do quite a bit of editing to, you know what, might as well. So we have arrow tip. I wonder why. Let me fix this. Okay, let me export this again. It's still, yeah, it's still not exactly, the arrow tip is still like inverted. I don't know why it is. No, I'm just, let me look at the data. Let me look at this thing. Transform. This one is at 3. Okay, this thing is not hard to remake. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete this entire thing, and I'm going to create a plane and scale that down to 0.5, half of it. Or let's just keep it at that. Then we're going to make we're going to make a vertex, center it, 0, 0, and this one will be 3. And all we need to do is do the same exact thing as we did before. And with that, we can replace everything can be replaced with this. Let's go ahead and save and export it. Export the arrow tip. Why is it like this? Okay, really, why is it doing that? Can I just not tell which way is I am rather confused. Okay. Excuse me. Anyway, I guess I don't get why when okay, I export this arrow tip, export it to Unity, and it's inverted. I don't know what I did. Yeah, look at it. I don't know why it's doing that. I don't know why it's doing that. Okay, I'm going to regret this, but I'm going to delete this. Delete arrow. I'm going to delete this. I'm going to also delete all the arrow tip asset things. I regret it, but I'm going to have it. It must be that way. I'm going to start changes. All right, and then we're going to go to Blender and redo it again. Hopefully now it will work. Because I don't know why it's not doing anything. I don't know why. I'm just gonna delete all that stuff, add a new mesh, edit that mesh, and just call this arrow tip, or not that, arrow tip. There we go. Then we'll make a vertex, change its position to 0, 0, then 3, and lastly, but not least, of course, is to change this. And just a little thing I would like to see. Okay, hold on a second. Let's just put it back to this. We'll save it. Go to models, arrow tip. We'll save it like there. Save the Blender file. We're gonna export this. There we go. If it's still doing the same thing, then I have no idea why. Hello? Hello? Hey, Unity, you doing okay? Oh, hello. What the heck is going on? What? Why is it doing that? Okay. I'm so confused. I am so confused. What the heck? Why? The heck? Okay. Let me go to the edge. I'm so confused. I I I do not understand why. Okay, fine. I'll just ignore it completely, even though something doesn't look right about it. If you ask me, something didn't look right about it. Live streaming for 3 hours. Jeez. Okay. I guess another thing I should do is under what is it? under, what is it, mode manager? No, vertex camera interaction. I might as well also do this, hit a game object, the hit obj is equal to hit dot transform dot object. Game object. Okay, there we go. And what we can do is do hit obj, and again, just do this. Hit obj. Then what we need to do is then if interact script interaction interact script is equal to this. Copy that, then we call interact script. If this, and set that equal to this, and if interact script is equal to null, return saying that debug.log warning interactable is missing, or hit obj dot name is missing the is interactable and missing an interaction script. There we go. Then what we need to do here is, if we interact with it, we also need to set the current target equal. I'm just realizing what something. I'm thinking, because I want the different. I want the. I want the mouse click versus the. I want the mouse click to be different from the left and right mouse click to be different from each other. However, it depends on whatever. Because this doesn't matter unless you open a menu. And I think if I'm pretty sure with myself, I want the interaction between left and right click to be different. Unless there's really just not that much complexity to this, to the editor. I guess, yeah, the current target is going to be equal to interact script. Then what we have to do is we have to do now is then set the special object equal to hit object. Oh, my bad. That's why. Special object dot script dot current focus equal to hit object. And then what we need to do, depending on this, we have to open menus. We have to open menus based on this. This is quite a bit of some things to do. So now, in the vertex interact, if we view it, oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to play and see if I interact. Missing the interaction script. Okay, right, we need to actually add it to the prefab. That's right. Vertex, go to interaction, then add the vertex interact to this guy. All the way at the bottom, there we go, vertex interact. And with that, we now can see that it's still missing a vertex interact. What do you mean it's missing an interaction script? What? What do you mean it's missing a what? Wait. If I know code, if I know this myself, I am pretty sure that this is something that you can do. If it derives from an interaction script, if this is derived from the interaction script, that this will still count as an interaction, if I'm not mistaken. But how can this be null unless you hit nothing? Oh, which could be true. But wait, no, this message will never appear if you hit something. Okay, give me a second. Okay, let me go ahead and try this again. What? What? I swear, I've seen this done. I'm pretty sure I've seen this done before. Brackies, I need you. Okay, I'm pretty sure that you can, even if it's not the interaction script, I am very sure you can actually use this one instead. I am very sure of that. I do not believe that you can't do that. The interaction can still be the vertex script. I swear, I'm pretty sure it can. I have no doubt that it can. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I don't believe it. I know this. This is something I've done. This is something I have definitely done. Heck, you can even see it. The override is even working. So of course it's also an interaction script. Don't tell me I need to do vertex interact to do that crap. Oh wait, it's vertex interaction. That's why. I forgot to change the name. Oh gosh. Vertex interaction. Wait, what? I don't know what the heck this is. I'm deleting it. All right, and this one is vertex interaction. That's why I was so confused, and my brain is hurting. Okay, that's why I forgot to actually change it. There we go. Now we can have the interaction. So cam interaction. What we can do now is if we just need to make sure that the script actually stop. I like my own syntax, not yours. If interact script is equal to null, return. And we also want to say do a debug.log saying hit obj.name is interactable and missing an interaction script. There we go. And with that should work. Now, what we have to do now is kind of all of it right now is basically UI. Everything that I can't do is everything is kind of relying on the fact that I need to be in UI. I need UI. The coordinates, it's just going to be the crosshair in the middle. But in a sense, I can technically just group this up into some empty called extras, and over here I'll make a panel and this one will be a proper vertex properties. So this is when it will be properties. However, we kind of would like to have it just sit here or something. And I'm going to replace this with new UI. Right now, as of right now, it's kind of just nothing special. How is that white? It's not white at all. But if anything, this is going to be temporary UI. And the idea is that okay. If I'm honest with myself, the current way that I move the player doesn't really do a very good job of at things like regarding like being able to move the position of the vertex and such. But if anything, from what I know, is in the editor, I think I might as well. Okay, I'm not. In this one, all we really need to do is just view the properties. So this one's rather simple. We don't really need to do any open menu. It just actually hold on a second. Okay, I don't remember how to do this, but it's basically floating. It's basically the same thing as hope as like a floating health bar or something. So I'm going to let's see if it's here. I know that I've seen it before from Brackies. The health stuff. There has to be a health bar. I know there has to be a health bar. What? What? There's no way. I am health bar. I'm pretty sure I am certain that there is a way to make the health bar. Wow, I've been almost live streaming for 4 hours because this is how much I want to work on this project. Okay, never mind. That's not how I want it to be because okay, what? I know Brackies did something about a health bar. I know he has. I know he's done it before because that's how I learned how to do it. Huh? Oh wait, no, it wasn't Brackies. It was okay. So basically, the idea is that we kind of need to do it like this instead. So we're kind of doing this wrong. So, me too. Ah, gosh, my brain. So now we have to create a new canvas. And in this, we change the render mode to world space. Then, yes, yeah, sure, we'll just reset it. Uh, This one I'll give it a panel, I guess. Geez, this is something I honestly feel like I might have should do. I feel like I maybe should do off camera. So this one will be the properties. I think that will make another panel. Oh, that's why. Okay. So I guess we might as well do some UI. So here we'll make a folder called for UI manager. Over here, we'll make a C# script. This one will be UI panel, like so. Because this one is more going to be more of a used by any type of panel that flows around, so it needs to be attached to something. So we're gonna get rid of this. So then what we need to do here is we have to have a public transform the our parent target we call this the panel parent, I guess, and this one will be a public game object. I'm not sure if I want to destroy. I don't think I'm going to destroy this object. All we really need to do is to give it. Oh yeah, we also, since this is going to be using Unity engine.ui. I'm also going to have a reference to the panel, which I'm going to I'm probably going to have to put this here. A public, this one's going to be, whoops, using Unity engine.ui. Whoa. Public canvas, and this one is going to be the panel canvas. And what we do here is we'll have our own private canvas called the canvas. Okay, there we go. So at void start canvas is equal to special objects dot script dot panel canvas. Then transform Okay, I'm not sure what I'm looking for yet. Okay, one thing for sure is that we want to offset this. We don't want this to be uh, what? I'm a little confused. Okay, I'm confused. Um, transform dot rotation. Okay, transform dot look at. It takes the special objects dot script dot um, main cam. I guess. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. I'm so confused. What I'm confused. What? This one needs to be in world space. I am I'm super confused. Like what? I don't really have a use for the panel parent. Oh yeah, that should probably maybe be in the late update. Late update. I kind of have an idea what I'm doing. At the same time, I don't. It's kind of huge. Probably would help if it was like tiny. Okay. I mean, I guess that's what it's supposed to do. I guess it's doing what it's supposed to do. Uh, or its size is not doing very well. I am confused. Okay, I'm just. I might as well just. I might as well just not have any source. There we go. I mean, it's facing you. It's facing you, but it also needs to take into account the camera. I mean, I guess I don't really want to. I I don't even know. I don't actually. I don't actually even know. I think I'll just do it with this. I've been live streaming for almost 4 hours. I might really want to end this soon because I think at this point my brain is just not functioning very well. But um, the UI panel, I think it does. This does work fine. Then all we really need to do is have it like all I really need to do is have this thing, not 50. We'll try 40. Like that. However, this is a panel, so it also needs to have a transform, a public transform called the panel parent, I guess. We also need to have a public vector 3 called, and this one will be the offset. I'm going to remove that component, or actually, just put it back. Just for now, let's say we want to, let's just make a vertex. Oh, my brain is kind of hurting right now. Let's say I want to put a vertex here. Let's just call it A. And let's just make the vertex be transform. Then this is what we need to, okay, this is a little bit of some vector stuff. Oh, my brain. Yeah, I think I need to stop. I think I need to stop now. I've been going for too long. Yeah, my brain is kind of hurting right now. So I'm just gonna end it here. So that's really about it for now. So thanks for watching and hope you enjoyed.